Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to good afternoon. Welcome to Ignite. It's 3:30 on a Wednesday, and it's looking a bit cold and murky outside. But how are you guys doing? How is everything going with you? If you're there, say hello so I know who's watching. It'd be good to have you commenting in on this, so I know who's there. And well, how are you? It's I've had a good day so far. I've been clearing out the office at church for the new office, which has been quite fun, quite heavy going, hard work, but it was good. It was very good. But how has online learning been for you today? I know Freddie has just finished his, and he's doing his paper round at the moment. I think he had a bit of a tiring day. It's starting to get tough, isn't it? It is starting to get tough out there, but hopefully you can do this. We know you can do this. You can get through this because you guys are amazing. Now, our theme today for Ignite, or today's Ignite, is called Over the Rainbow Mountains. And we're going to talk a bit more about that later, over the Rainbow Mountains. It's very interesting. We're going to see a place that I never even knew existed. And it's a fantastic place. It's amazing. And we'll see a little bit of that later on. I've got some fantastic pictures to show for that. But yeah, let's see who's here. At the moment, it looks as though there's no one else here at the moment, which means probably not the best time to play the game, because if I played the game now, you wouldn't be able to. I wouldn't have anyone to do it with. So that's the door at the moment. Hopefully that will be answered. So what can we do? What can we do while we wait for people to join us? Well, I can tell you what's coming up. We've got some pictures sent in, which is fantastic. Thank you for your pictures. We've got some jokes from the digital assistant. We have our Bible verse of the day, and we're going to be then talking about Over the Rainbow Mountains. That's coming up as well. And we've got a craft, really simple craft today, but it's really cool. It's very colourful. I found it yesterday, had a little go, and it's good. You'll like this one. I'm sure you'll like this one. We've then got the challenge of the week coming up. Looking forward to that. Hopefully Adrian will be joining us soon for challenge of the week. Looking forward to that. Oh, I can see my mum's there as well. This is very strange because it's not telling me that anyone's there. But I'm just gonna hope that people are actually watching. Otherwise, I could just be talking to myself. After the challenge of the week, we're at the prayer, and then we've got the notices. A notice straight off though. Were you around yesterday at 11? Did you watch BBC TV? Bearded Barry's church television. It was back. We were back yesterday. Had a lot of fun. James joined us. We got a new game to play. Where in the world? Where I show some pictures with some facts, and you have to try and guess where in the world I am. Yesterday I was in Panama. And we're going to be back tomorrow for BBC TV again as well at 11 o'clock. And we'll have a Where in the World. We'll have a Jesus fact of the day. And we are continuing with the craft. Hopefully yesterday you got stuck into the paper mache around a balloon, which was a lot of fun, actually. It was very messy. I did 2 and a bit layers on my balloon, so hopefully it's going to be strong enough. Hopefully you did that as well, and then we'll continue tomorrow on the next part of that craft. But that was a lot of fun. We're doing a long craft rather than just a short craft, because hopefully at the end of this craft you'll have something really cool that you can hang up in your bedroom or somewhere around the house. So yeah, hopefully that'll go really well. Tomorrow for that craft, if you're going to join us on BBC TV, you're going to need some paints and maybe some felt tips and things like that, because we're going to have a little look at decorating it before we move on to the next part of the craft, which we'll probably do next Tuesday. Anyway, I think we've got some people joining us, so let's have a go. Let's go with our game Build a House, and let's see if it's just my mum watching, or if we do actually have other people watching as well. So Build a House today. Guess the words. Write in a comment for a letter, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letter game. This one. So it's 6 letters in the word. Send me a letter, and we'll see how we get on. We'll see whether we do 1 game or 2 games. See how many people are actually watching. Maybe you're still busy doing your schoolwork. Maybe you're actually busy doing homework. Maybe you're getting the dinner ready. I'm feeling a bit hungry now, actually. Busy day today, so I'm feeling hungry now. So send me a letter. Send me a letter if you've got one. We've got an E. Is there an E in this letter? In this word, sorry. Yeah, there is. There is an E. There you go. The penultimate letter is an E. So yeah, it's been a busy week. BBC TV started yesterday. It's going to be back tomorrow. Saturday just gone, we had Messy Church. That was a lot of fun. You can, if you missed that, you can watch that again. We talked about Noah's Ark. There were some great crafts and activities on that Messy Church. Really good. A lot of good fun on that one. Send in a letter. I can see we've got some more people joining us now, which is fantastic. So comment in on a letter, and we'll see where we go. An S. Oh, there is an S. Yeah, there is an S right at the end. So there you go. That's a helpful one for you. Any more letters? Oh, my dad's not watching. He's got a headache. It's all up to you then, Mum. It's all up to you on doing the game. I think at the moment, I think it is. Oh, B. Is there a B? There's not a B. So I think we'll have 1 game of this today. Hoping Adrian is going to join us later. This could go terribly wrong today. If we have no one watching, this could this could be the strangest show we've had. Everyone's going to be watching it later on today rather than right now. But that's okay. An R. There is not an R. No R on that. I know families actually watch this later on, just before bed sometimes. and they pop up on this. I can see that Adrian has joined us. Adrian's just popped up on the bottom of my screen. He's just sorting out his camera at the moment. I think that's an I. There is not an I. Adrian might like to join in with the game as well. We've got a T. Is there a T? There is a T. You get the last three letters. I can see Adrian texting now. I think there's a letter from Adrian just about to come. He's just being attacked by his cat at the moment. A C from Adrian. There's not a C. There's no C. An I. You kind of seem to be working backwards on this word. You should get this very soon, I reckon. I certainly don't think I'm going to win. Not with two more letters to go. And I've got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 things. Hey, well done, Adrian. Plates. That is the word, plates. I wonder what that has to do with today's talk. And I said the theme for today is over the Rainbow Mountains. Well done, Adrian. That was good. We'll just do the one game today. We're a little bit short of live viewers. I think they're all going to be watching later on. Or maybe they thought that we're not doing this now. We're doing BBC TV, but we are still doing both. BBC TV Tuesdays and Thursdays at 11, and Ignite Wednesdays at 3:30. Right. Now we've had our game, so it's now time for our pictures, and we had some pictures sent in. They came in today, and it's the first picture is of James. There is James. He has just done some fantastic colouring. That is Paw Patrol, I believe. And look, that colouring is amazing. James, you have kept within the lines. It looks superb. And that is, I don't know the name of that one, but it's a fireman dog. But I don't know what that one's called on Paw Patrol. I don't know. Adrian might be able to text in or something. He might know. But that's fantastic. Well done, James. Thank you for your pictures. Always a delight in seeing your pictures. And I see over your shoulder almost. There's a decorated bird box over there, or might not be fully finished being decorated at the moment, but that looks interesting. I'd like to see that when that's finished. And I wonder what birds you get coming into your bird box. Fantastic. And if we've got a picture of James, then we need a bit. Oh, there's a comment just come in. Adrian saying that's Marshall. Marshall is the fire dog, which was also a Dalmatian, because Dalmatian's kind of I think it's a more of American thing. Is like a I don't know, like a mascot thing for the fire brigade in America is the Dalmatian dog. But if back to the pictures, if we've got a picture from James, that must mean we have got a picture from Sammy as well. And there is Sammy. And Catherine said, here's a picture of Sammy just being Sammy. And when I first saw it, I was wondering what Sammy had put on his head, and then realized that was actually a light bulb in the distance. That was in the ceiling. But it did look like you were wearing an egg or something on your head. But there's Sammy, just been doing a bit of plasticine, or a bit of Play-Doh making and creating. Fantastic. Good to see you, Sammy. Good to see you, James. Thank you very much for your pictures. Always good to see your pictures. Remember, if you want to send me a picture, just send it right here, barry@holysaviour.church, and I will show them on the show. I showed yesterday on BBC TV some pictures that we had from Messy Church on Saturday. That was really good. But yeah, if you've got pictures you want to see on Ignite or BBC TV, send them right here, and I'll do my best to show them, because it's great seeing everything you're doing during lockdown, how creative you're being in this craziness at the moment. But we've had our pictures, so that must mean it's time for... It's time for the jokes from our digital assistant. And I'm really pleased to say today that I asked the digital assistant for some jokes yesterday. And I always ask for 3. And it only took me 4 jokes until I had 3 that I liked. So there's only one of them that she told me I didn't like. So the digital assistant must have finally got a new joke book, because I haven't heard her say these jokes before. So I need you guys to let me know what your favorite joke is, if you like the joke or if you don't like the joke. So thumbs up for good, thumbs down for bad. Let me know your thoughts on these jokes. Joke number 1, and as I can see, Adrian has his cat with him. The first joke is about a cat. Why did the cat enroll in police school? Because he always wanted to be in claw enforcement. I quite like that one. Joke number 2. Why should you never send a snowman a Valentine's card? Because his heart will melt. Poor snowman. And joke number 3, I like this one as well. What kind of music do kangaroos listen to? Hip hop. So those are the jokes. I like them. All 3 of them I quite liked. Adrian is saying, like the first one, didn't like the second 2. Oh well. And Barry Clark is watching. Good afternoon, Barry. Great to have you here. Thank you for watching. We've just done our jokes, and I quite like those jokes. I did. I have to say, I like them. I'm trying to think which my favourite one was. I think my favourite one was the kangaroo one. Hip hop. Right. So we've now come to, after our jokes, it's always the Bible verse of the week. And today's Bible verse is this. And it's from Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. And it says, the Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God. He will keep his agreement of love for 1,000 lifetimes. That's from Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 9. And I'll read that again because that's really good. The Lord your God is God. He is the faithful God. He will keep his agreement of love for 1,000 lifetimes. Brilliant. I love that. That's a really good Bible verse. And that leads us into our talk today, over the Rainbow Mountains. Now, we're going to talk about something called the Rainbow Mountains. But before I get to that, because the Rainbow Mountains are actually in China, but you may have seen something a little bit closer to home than China. You may even have visited it yourself. If you've been to the Isle of Wight on holiday, there's a part of the Isle of Wight called the Needles, and it's right on the very end. And I think of it as right on the very right, but depending on how you think of it, it might be the very left. But down by the Needles, there's a place called Alum Bay, and Alum Bay has some coloured sand, and it's very cool actually. The Alum Bay, and I've got here. This is actually Freddie's, and this is the Isle of Wight, and the Needles. So if that's the Isle of Wight, the Needles are right down here, and you can see there it says Alum Bay down there. Now, if I turn this around, this is full of sand, but you can see it's all different colours of sand, and this is all natural. The sand hasn't been, people haven't put colours into the sand. It's all natural how it's made. And as you walk past it from the Needles, as you look down to Alum Bay, you can see the different colours of the sand in like the cliffs, and you can go down by a little. It's not a cable car; it's a little sort of chair. I can't think of what it's called. A chairlift that goes down, which I think is terrifying. I've never liked it. It's always windy. But you get this coloured sand, and you can collect it, and you can fill up these fantastic little things here. But we're going to talk about the Rainbow Mountains of China. Now, I've got some pictures here. Now, this is amazing. Are you ready? Here you go. Look at that. Those are the Rainbow Mountains of China. The colorfully striped mountains are completely real. This is real. Now, this picture may have been tweaked slightly just to get those colors a little bit brighter so you can see, but those mountains are real, and they're very much like the colored sand at Alum Bay. Now, these mountains were formed when different layers of sandstone and minerals were pressed together under the ground and then pushed above ground when the tectonic plates under the Earth's surface shifted. Now, the rainbow colours were created when the different minerals inside the sandstone touched the air and oxidized or rusted, just like how your bike might rust if you left it outside or left it in the rain for too long. Different minerals rusted to different colours, giving us the Rainbow Mountains. And those rainbow coloured mountains might remind you of another rainbow. There you go. That's a beautiful one with the sun coming out. There's a rainbow there. Now, this rainbow reminds me of the one that God first gave to Noah. Do you know the story? We talked about this at Messy Church on Saturday. People had grown so wicked that no one even thought about goodness or God anymore, except Noah. Noah truly loved God. So when God sent a flood to destroy the sinful living creatures who filled the earth, he saved Noah and his family. And after the waters dried up, God promised never to flood the whole earth again. And he gave Noah a sign of his promise, the rainbow. Now, whenever you see a rainbow in the sky or in those mountains at China, or maybe in the colours of the sand at Isle of Wight, in the Isle of Wight, you can remember not just God's promise to Noah, but all of his promises, because they're promises, they're your promises too. And God will keep every single one of them. And that's just how great our God is. There you go. That's the story of those amazing Rainbow Mountains and the amazing coloured chalk in Allen Bay at the Isle of Wight. I love that. I love the Isle of Wight. I love those Allen Bay. The coloured sand. It's very cool. It's very cool. Right. So we are now going to do our craft, and seeing as we've been talking about Rainbow Mountains, and we had a messy church Noah's Ark theme, and we had some rainbow crafts. Adrian did some fantastic rainbow activities with some skittles and water that was really cool, and also some paper rainbow things. I thought we could have a go at making a rainbow as well. Now, this is really easy to do. It's really quick to do, but you can do some really great things with this. You are going to need some coloured paper. Now, I've got some coloured paper here. If you don't have coloured paper like this, what you can do is just get some white paper and colour it with some felt tip pens yourself. You don't need this much paper. What we're going to do is we're going to just cut a strip. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my ruler and I'm just going to draw a line. I'm going to go just for ease. I'm going to go to thickness of the ruler. So I'm just going to draw a line down there on one of them. There you can see there's my line. So that's how thick I'm going, the thickness of the ruler. And I'm going to stack all of these pieces of paper together. And then I'm going to try, hold them nice and tight, and then cut all of them in one go. Now, it might be a bit tricky. It might be too thick, depending on what scissors you've got. So you might just want to do these one at a time and just draw a line on each one. And that is perfectly fine. There's no problem in that. There's no reason to rush this. Take your time and just enjoy the process of doing it. Now, that's the big part. I don't need that anymore. I could make a few more. So what I'm going to do is I've now got all of these colors, and I've got more or less the colors of the rainbow. Now, a good way to remember the colors of the rainbow and the order of the colors of the rainbow is a little bit of a word play. And you can remember it by saying, Richard of York gave battle in vain. And that is, oh, we've just had a few more comments in. Hayley's there. Hi, everyone. Hi, Hayley. Hi, Nixon. Hi, Indiana. Hi, Ian. Good to have you here. And a Ruth is there. We have one as well. Brilliant. I'm guessing she has a coloured, I think she's talking about the coloured sand. So Richard of York gave battle in vain. So Richard starts with an R, and so that's red. So red for Richard, of, O, orange, York, yellow, gave, green, battle, blue, in, indigo, and vain, violet. I've got another blue because I didn't have indigo and violet, which is kind of like a dark blue and a sort of a purple. So I've only got 6 colors, but if you do this properly, you'll have 7. Okay. So what we now need to do is we need to cut a bit off of each one at different sizes. So the red one we're going to leave as it is. The orange one we're going to cut a bit shorter, so we'll just cut a bit off. Okay, a little bit off like that. Now the next one, the yellow one, we want to cut the same off and a bit more. Okay, so if I trying to see on the screen what's best to show you this. There you go. So you can see now there. And so the green, I'm going to cut a bit more of the green. So the green is shorter. And then the blue, do the same again. There we go. And then the indigo and violet do that. So there you can see, if I get rid of these, because I don't need these ones now. There you can see I've got different lengths of the colours. Now, what you need is, hopefully you'll have one. You can do this with glue, but it's easier and it's certainly quicker if you've got a stapler. So you want to stack these up. So in order, so red on top, then the orange, then the yellow, then the green, then the blue, then your indigo, and then your violet. And you want to make sure they're all together at the bottom. And you want to take your stapler and staple the bottom there, okay? And then if you look at the other side, that's what the other side will look like. They're all loose like that. Now this is a slightly tricky bit, but you want to start with your big one, the red one, and then you want to get the orange, and you want to bring the orange up right to the top of where that red one is, okay? And then you want to get the yellow, and you want to do exactly the same with the yellow. And what it's going to do is it's going to start to fold up all of your paper. And it'll be a bit tricky. It might be a bit tricky to get them all there and to get them to all stay there together. But as I say, take your time. No need to rush this. And then put that together. And then once they're all together, staple those so they're all held together. And now, once you've done that, you've then got yourself a rainbow. There you go. It's a bit of a funny rainbow. But depending on what size of cards you use or paper, there's a thinner one. I'll hold that there. That one actually might look a little bit better. There is your rainbow as well. And these will stand up on the table, which is quite cool. But what you could do, which would be really good, is if you got a little bit of string or a bit of thread and put it through the top one and through the middle and held it up, and then put it through the bottom one of another one, you could hold these up, hang these up, and they could be a little bit like, what's the word? I can't think of the word, but just like a hanging decoration that you could have them by the window and they could blow around, like we would at the start of the first lockdown when we were putting rainbows up on our windows. Do you remember when we were doing that? Well, this would be a great rainbow to have up on the window as well. So there you go. That is today's craft. Very simple, but really effective. And some of the best crafts are just like that, simple but effective. So there you go. We'll put that there. Okay, so we've done our craft. I'm excited now. We've done our craft, which means we're going to go over to Adrian because it's time for the challenge of the week. Adrian.
Good morning, or evening, afternoon, whatever.
Morning's tomorrow, BBC TV.
Yes.
How are you doing today?
Very good, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad at all. Thank you very much. Been a long day, but it's been a good day. So I'm looking forward to my dinner and then maybe a snooze on the sofa. I guess before we go any further, we need to do this. Where are we? Here we go. Challenge of the week.
Yeah, it is.
Now this is your challenge that you sent me yesterday. You said, "Do you have chopsticks?" To which yes. I said, "Yes, I do have chopsticks." And I'm using you as well. Are you using proper chopsticks, not the ones that are connected at the top.
They are proper chopsticks. There.
Awesome. And you've got like a little holder.
Yeah.
Like little traveling chopsticks.
That they are, yes. Yeah.
I like them. So I've got chopsticks, and you said we needed 2 bowls. I've got 2 bowls. And you said we needed some marbles. And I've got marbles. They're blue marbles, but they are marbles. How many do we need?
I would go for 6 because I've got 6 in my bowl. I've only got 6. So
okay, so I had 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
There we go. And just to check, without tipping it over. Oh, and find the camera. There we go. There's 6 in that one.
You got 6 as well. Awesome. Okay. Now, what is the challenge, Adrian? And people can do this at home if they've got all you need, as we say, 2 pots, 1 with marbles, and a pair of chopsticks.
Yeah, it's a very simple and hopefully a very quick one. All we need to do is use our chopsticks. We need to move the marbles from the bowl that they're currently in to the bowl that they're not in, and then back to the other bowl. Simple as that. Okay,
so I need to get all 6 in one. Once they're all in, get them back into the other one.
As simple as that. Yes.
Okay, I think I'm gonna go that way. I don't know if it's going to make a difference or not.
A little bit of chopstick dexterity here.
I have to say I do like using chopsticks. Every time we have if we have a Chinese takeaway, I always try and use the chopsticks. But I have to say I probably get about halfway through before I swap to a fork. Just because it's starting to get a bit cold. And English people do it wrong anyway, because we use chopsticks very differently to how Chinese people use chopsticks.
Very much.
But we never get it right completely.
No.
Okay, so
what we do is just shout when you finish, I suppose, Barry. And
yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay. And do you want me to set a timer so anyone else who wants to do it has got some form of benchmark to work to when they do this?
Yes, absolutely, because I'm sure people are doing this later on in the day.
Oh yes. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to say go?
Yeah, okay. Ready?
Yeah.
Oh, I wish I knew ready, steady, go in Chinese.
Shall we start with the chopsticks actually in front of our bowls?
Oh, okay. Yep.
So no cheating. Yep. Hands on tables.
Hands on the tables.
Although I'll be here first because I've got to press start on the timer. You ready?
Ready, steady, go.
Ah. Oh, sounds like you're ahead of me. That one keeps running away.
You think you've got like a flow and then it goes wrong?
Yeah.
Right, I've got 6 in.
Not yet. Hang on. Come on. I've got one that won't. I've got 6 in.
There's always a slippery one.
Ah!
Done it!
Ah! Okay. Ah!
That was a really good one.
1 minute 3 seconds is the time to beat, Barry.
1 minute 3 seconds on transferring 6 marbles from one bowl to the other and then back again with chopsticks.
So if that was dinner, you'd be hungry, wouldn't you? You really would be.
I would. But sweet and sour chicken balls are a lot easier to pick up.
Yeah, well, you just stab them.
You just stab them and eat it like a lollipop.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy with that because we were equal. But I've pulled it out the bag, and I'm 1 up now.
Excellent. I think the fact you use Kabunk marbles has given you an advantage to using proper marbles.
I don't know. They were quite small and tricky. We originally we thought about doing this with rice, didn't we?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know how easy or hard rice would be or not. I'm not sure.
And apparently as well, another good one to do it with is with jelly cubes.
Jelly cube. Oh yeah.
Jelly cubes, but what you then do is when you move from one bowl to the other bowl will have some olive oil in the bowl. So first you move them dry, and then they get soaked in the olive oil. Then you need to pick them up and put them back in.
And then you got to make a really weird tasting jelly afterwards.
Yes, yeah.
Brilliant. Thank you, mate. Thank you for joining us for Challenge of the Week. Good to have you here. And we will be back next week for another equally ridiculous challenge, I'm sure. Until we can actually meet back properly and do challenges together, it'll have to be this way. But
it will be, unfortunately. Yes.
Yeah. Well, this was fun. It's just a little bit harder sometimes to think of challenges when we're remote away. But if anybody's got any ideas, send them right here, barry@holysaviour.church, and maybe we'll do one of your challenges. But and again, if you do one of our challenges and you video it, we'd love to see it. We'd love to see it. You send that to me as well, and we'll show it. We'll show it on here. That'd be great.
Excellent.
Brilliant. Thank you, Adrian.
See you later. Take care. Bye.
See you later, mate. Right. Hey, I got one. I'm 1 up again, which is good. I'm really happy with that. That was good. I like that challenge. So yeah, have a go, guys. Have a go at that challenge. Have fun with it because it's brilliant. Do you know what? I'm going to put my rainbow by Jesus there because I think that is quite fitting. There you go. Right. So we've done our challenge and we've come to the end of Ignite. That seemed to have gone quick today, but we are just going to finish with a last prayer. So a little bit of time where we can just be a bit quiet and think about what we've been talking about today with God's promises and the rainbows and everything else. Dear God, the colours of this world are amazing to see, but even more amazing are all your promises to us. And we know that you will keep every single one of them. And everybody said, Amen. So guys, thank you very much for joining us. Tomorrow I will be back at 11 o'clock in the morning, and that's for BBC TV, Bearded Barry's Church Television. Join us for that. New games, a lot of fun. There's some great stuff, especially Where in the World. And just join it just to listen to the new theme tune that James Bailey sent me because it was awesome. Great theme tune. But have a great rest of the day, and we shall see you soon. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.